and we need to be empathetic towards people who point out these problems. In this country, it's the equivalent of if somebody were to tell me that, Anand, listen, your mother has diabetes, I won't start. If a doctor were to tell me that, I won't start hating on the doctor and start beating him up. In this country, we have a problem that somebody points out a problem that we need to rescue ourselves from. We need to cure. We start hating on that person. So we need to change that. It's my appeal to everyone who's listening to work towards changing that first. There are 1,000 problems that we need to resolve before we can even start thinking of making great cinema. Because cinema is just an outcome of all of that. Cinema is an outcome of, I mean, this all of these assumptions that we make, that, oh, in spite of being a star, he's an intellectual. Every actor has to be an intellectual. Being an actor is an intellectual exercise. This notion that actors only have to sell shoes and soaps and have to shut the hell up when it comes to policy or when it comes to economics, that's such a ridiculous notion. An actor is a voice of the zeitgeist, is a face of an entire society's time and place. How can they shut up? They ought to be the most spoken people. They must be the how can we think and accept this notion? Like when we started this conversation, you said that you're not like a regular filmmaker. You're a thinking filmmaker.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but that's what a filmmaker ought to be. A filmmaker
ought to be, yeah. But the reality is different, no?
Yes, exactly. The reality is not that. So how do we change that reality, right? We start kind of making that responsibility felt by paying our money in the right place.